Dealing with this skin disease has been absolutely no joke. Wine, deep, plum, rich, berry. So today we are just gonna vibe, chill out, and try some new makeup products. So I went to Marshall's just randomly searching for and finding new makeup products. Things that you can't find like in a Sephora or things that have been discontinued. I was in the mood to go and shop for some cute makeup products and then come home and experiment with the makeup. So that's what we're gonna do today. I'm really excited about this Morphe palette. This is the 35Y Aurascape Artistry palette. Here are the colors in the palette. I have no clue what I'm going to do with these just yet, but I do want to play around and maybe use some of these fun colors. I don't know. We shall see. I also picked up a couple brushes. So it has the brush hair shade on this end and define. And it also has a smudge and blending brush. So I'm definitely going to use these today when I apply my eyeshadow. And another cool thing I picked up from Marshall's is this shadow switch. Now this is a brush cleaner and it looks like this. So the idea is to rub your brush in the cleaner before you transition on to the next shadow color, which I think this is very genius because I normally just use like a paper towel or a napkin to rub off the eyeshadow and to switch colors, but this brush cleaner is pretty cool. So I'm definitely going to use that as well. I picked up this double-sided brush, which is a deluxe duo brush, which I'm going to use for blush. I love this in here. It's more of a dense side, so I'm going to use this for my liquid blush, which I have been loving lately. Now I also picked up this ColourPop Super Shock Shadow, which I'm not sure if I'm going to use this today because I am using the Artistry palette from Morphe, but I just love ColourPop Cosmetics. I love their shadows specifically because the color is super pigmented. So look how sparkly that is. It's like a deep copper shade. So I'm not sure if I'm going to use this today, but I'm excited to have this to try. Okay. And I also picked up this NYX Powder Puff Lippie, which is a powder lip cream. And this is in the shade Squad Goals, which is like this deep nude color. So I was excited to try this and see exactly what it is because it's a powder lip cream. So here's the packaging. It's in this tube here. And ooh, okay. So it has this puff applicator. So I'm assuming you squeeze the product onto this and just apply on the lip. So I'm excited to try that. This color looks really pretty and natural. So maybe with a brown liner and then some lip gloss on top. That's going to be cute. My holy grail favorite mascara is the Dior Show mascara, but that's expensive and I hate repurchasing it. So I'm always down to try a new mascara, and this is the Maybelline Total Temptation. And I think, yes, the brush is great. Can y'all see the brush? There we go. I like brushes that have like real bristles and not those rubber bristles. So it looks like this might be a combination of the two. And it's really black, so I'm excited to try that. Definitely going to try that out today while I do my makeup. And then I also picked up this water tint, which is a dupe for the Benetint, which is a lip stain. So here's the packaging, which I think is adorable. So this is water tint. So the water tint is like a lip stain. It's real liquid. It's like a liquid consistency. See that? And you literally stain your lips with this. Smells like berry. So I don't know. I'm excited to try this. I've seen this before where people stain the outside of the lips and then put a gloss in the center, which is pretty cool. So this is what the Benetint looks like. And this is what the water tint looks like. So it's pretty much a dupe for it, and what you do is you stain your lips. Let me see what the reviews say. Okay, so it's a lip and cheek tint. And last but not least, I picked up this facial oil. This is by Skin Therapy, and it is an overnight repair facial oil. And I'm actually going to put some of this on right now to kind of prep my skin because I love a very moisturized face. So I'm just going to rub that skin oil in, and it feels really good. It's really moisturizing. Okay, I love that oil. See how it just gave like a slightest little glow. So as a part of my getting ready routine, I always like to spray on some body mist because I'm fresh out of the shower, I'm freshly moisturized, and I'm about to do my makeup. So I just want to let this base layer of body mist soak in and just set the tone. Most times I use the Vanilla Skin by PHLUR, which is the yummiest and most beautiful vanilla scent. But lately I've been using this Finery Sweet on the Outside body mist, and it smells so good. It reminds me of the PHLUR. It's definitely vanilla forward. Ooh, and it's so pretty and soft. It smells amazing. That smells so good. So I love spraying that like as I get ready to kind of just like permeate my space, set the tone. Of course, I can't have music on while I do this, but just imagine that I'm playing 90s R&B and I'm vibing and doing my makeup, okay? So that's exactly what we're going to do today. Okay, so to start things off, I'm going to go in with, of course, foundation. Now, I use the Lancome Tint Idole Ultra Wear Foundation, Care and Glow. And I'm in the shade 450W, and I feel like this is like my perfect shade. This is definitely a winter shade for me because it's on the lighter side for my skin tone. And I am just going to apply this to my face, okay? And then I'm also going to add in a little of the Revlon Full Cover Foundation. So when I want a good beat, I always add this. If I'm doing like everyday makeup, I'll just use one Lancome foundation. So because I want to add some extra coverage, we're going to add some of that. So as you can see, the lower half of my face and then down on my neck is much darker than the upper half of my face and my skin in general. And that is because I have a skin disease called lichen planus pigmentosus. And it is a disease that causes the pigmentation on my skin to darken. As you can see, it's contained to the lower half of my face and down onto my neck. So I prefer full coverage when I want to be beat, but obviously if I'm doing an everyday look for work or for the office for the weekend, I'll just have like a light coverage of foundation. And I always like to go in with a body blender, which is this jumbo makeup sponge. I get these from Target. The brand is Sonia Kashuk, and it's amazing. So I dampen this and use it to blend out my foundation. And it just gives a nice, smooth, flawless finish. And it also makes it really easy to go ahead and blend in the foundation because it's just a really big sponge. Now I'm going to add in a little more just to make sure I have enough coverage. The next time I do this, I might ask for some questions so that we can like kind of chit chat as I do this, because I don't know, I don't want to be sitting here in silence. But as I said, if I were not recording this like and talking to y'all, I would have on my 90s R&B and I would be here vibing. But I want to kind of chit chat and talk through what I'm doing as I'm doing it. So I just take my time and blend. And I kind of bring it down to my neck. I have to say, dealing with this skin disease has been absolutely no joke, okay? It has been quite the experience. As you can imagine, it's been full of highs and lows. I was in a really dark place, pun intended. I was in a really dark place this time last year, and then into last year, and in the summer I was just in a really dark space, and it took me sitting in that dark space and just accepting that I was given this disease for a reason. God makes no mistakes. So it started off as 2 spots on my chin, quickly became a complete nuisance to my face. And it started traveling like up here on my face and down here on my neck, and now it's like around my collar area, going down on my chest. But guess what? There's nothing I can do about it. The only thing I can do about this is embrace it. Literally, I can't change it. Thank God I enjoy makeup. Thank God I love doing my makeup. Thank God this has gotten me more into makeup. So I am enjoying this makeup era that I'm in, clearly, because I like to go out and get new products and try new things. So today's a good day where I am saying that I'm embracing it, but then I also have my bad days where literally I just want to ball up under the cover and hide. But this is a work in progress. I'm a work in progress, and I am just here enjoying life and going with the flow. Okay, that's all I can do. Now, as far as concealer goes, I love this One Size Butter Silk Concealer. It's like my absolute favorite. This is in the color medium 2R, and I start with putting this on my under eye. I add a couple dots up here and a couple dots on the chin. Now, to blend my concealer out, I always use a beauty blender. I know some people use concealer brushes, but for me, the beauty blender has always just been the perfect tool to buff out your under eye concealer. Now, I like a really bright under eye, okay? So, and this beauty blender is damp. Now that I have blended out the concealer, and as you can see, it's a very light. Okay, so for setting powder, I am going in with my Huda Beauty setting powder in the shade Banana Bread, a makeup sponge, and I'm going to just diffuse some of the powder on my hand and just tap it on my under eye. Next up, after I put on the setting powder and I'm letting that bake, while I'm letting that kind of bake on, I am going to do my brows. And I just kind of just lightly fill them in, not too heavy. So after the brows are filled in, now we're going to go in and play around with the eyeshadow. So first I'm going to go in and try to like prime my lids a little bit. So I'm just going to take some of my concealer and I'm just going to dot it on my lid and just take this tiny beauty blender and just blend it out. Just to prime my lid so that it has a nice clean canvas for the shadow. Okay, so lids are primed, and now we're just going to play around with the shadow. I have no clue what I'm doing. I look absolutely crazy with this powder baking on me, but guess what? We're going to go with it. Have no clue what I'm doing. None. These are the colors. I am going to use, let's try this shadow switch. So all you do is you just rub off on the leftover eyeshadow on this from the brush. Okay, and it gets it clean. So we're going to start with a base shade for the lid. I don't know, what do I want to go in with? I think I'm going to do like plum shades. Let's do a nice rich plum shade. Okay, so I'm going to start with this base here, Deepest Self. All right, I don't know what I'm doing, but let's see. So I'm just going to start off with this Deepest Self, which is this deep berry plum shade. And I'm just going to go in and put that all over the lid. And these shadows are super pigmented. Wow, look at that. It's like a deep plum berry shade, which is so pretty. So I'm putting this all over the lid, making sure to blend that out really, really well. Okay, so that is the base, that all over plummy shade, which is really pretty. Okay, and I'm gonna do the shade switch because I might need this brush again. Okay, now let me look at this template. So that's all over my lid, right? And let's now go in with the defining brush. I'm gonna go into, let me see, this Visionary shade, which is another like deep plummy purple color. No clue what I'm doing, none. I'm just gonna go in the crease. I'm gonna go into the crease with that and just brush that into the crease. That's it. So much of what I do in life, I just have no clue. I have no clue how I'm going to get it done. I have no clue for the most part, like how things are going to turn out. But guess what? It's important to just try it. Just try it. No one has all the answers. If I don't like this, I'll just wipe it off. That's it, and that's all. Same thing goes for this YouTube journey. I have no clue what I'm doing for YouTube. None whatsoever. I'm literally just recording videos, trying to edit the best I can, teaching myself how to edit. Speaking of edit, I use CapCut to edit my videos, and apparently CapCut might be going away as well with TikTok. They're both owned by the company ByteDance. So I might have to teach myself a new editing software because I'm literally teaching myself how to use CapCut, and I absolutely love it. So let's hope that things kind of settle down. They come to an agreement and we get to keep the things that bring us joy. Okay. So as you can see, I just added in this plum color into the crease, and I'm going to do the same thing over here. Add in the plum color. That's it. Right into the crease and blending that in. I find it beneficial to hold the mirror flat and just look down in the mirror whenever I'm applying shadow, whenever I am putting my lashes on, mascara. It just makes for an easy application when you are looking down so that your whole lid is exposed. Next, I'm going in with this deep burgundy, rich burgundy color called Manifesting. I already started, but I didn't have the camera recording, so I'm just gonna just go over what I've already done. Again, I'm learning how to do this YouTube thing. And along with that comes error, trial and error, a lot of error. And I've just been, you don't know how many times I started like talking to the camera and wasn't recording. That just comes along with it, I guess, y'all. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure this whole thing out. But I'm going to go in, I'll actually go in and pack on a little more of that darker shade right into the outer corner. You see that? I just packed it in. And there you have it. Nice, deep, plummy eyes. I feel like I need a little more over here. A little more. And I'm also taking this fluffy brush and kind of blending in the outer corner because I don't want like a harsh line where the shadow is. This is what we have so far. Deep plum eyes, rich. So I got the lid, I got the crease, outer corner. Now it's time to add in a little shimmer to the lid. And the obvious choice is this sparkly shimmer color here, which is in the shade Instant Karma. And I'm going to go in with this same brush, which that's why this shadow switch, this comes in handy. You literally just wipe off the shadow. It's perfect. And literally the shadow comes right off. I love that thing. That was such a genius invention. All right, so I'm going to go in with this Instant Karma, and I'm just going to pack this on the lower lid to add in some shimmer. It's pretty. The only thing is, so as you can see, look at that. I'm packing it on. Guess what? If I'm going to do shadow, I'm going to do shadow. Hopefully I don't look like a clown when I'm done, but we're doing the shadow, okay? Fallout though, you see that fallout? We'll just figure that part out. But yeah, the eyes are looking good. I think I'm done. I'm just gonna do like one last blend. I'm gonna take, let me see, what should I take to blend everything in? All right, so I'm gonna go in with this subliminal message, just a little bit, and then I'm just gonna kind of just blend everything together. And that's like this lighter pinky mauvey color. I'm just gonna take a little on this brush and Just kind of soften and blend everything in together. See? Look at that. Okay, done. I am not mad at this shadow look. I'm actually really impressed. It looks nice and neat. I feel like I might need a little more of this dark shade over here. Just a little. Make sure it's nice and even. Wow, look at that. Love it. All right, the shadow look I think is done. Now, I'm actually really impressed with this palette. I cannot wait to just use even the bright purple colors, the pinky colors, the yellows. I'm excited. So after I'm done with the color, the shadows on, it's all good. I'm going to go in with this Anastasia Beverly Hills pencil. It's a concealer pencil. And I'm just going to carve out and underline my brows. See that? And I'm going to take the buffing brush and just kind of blend that out so that it's not too harsh of a line. And that just highlights right under eyebrow and it helps to define the brow. Done. Now when I'm done, I might smoke out my lower lash line and I'll use that same dark color, but we'll see. And if I do, I'll use this smudge brush. All right, so shadow is done. So now I'm going to just sweep away the powder that was been baking on my face. I also like to take the same beauty blender and just kind of buff in that powder so that it's not too bright and harsh. I'm going to go in with my pressed powder, which is the Sephora pressed powder. And I'm going in with a big fluffy brush and just setting my entire face with the pressed powder. This is in the shade 56 Deep. I have literally been using this for 10 years at least. This is like one of my holy grail favorite products. Just gives that flawless look. I'm gonna use this same puff and just go over my under eye and press in whatever excess powder is on the puff. Just go ahead and press that in to my under eye just to brighten it up a little more. Next up, we're going to do some bronzer, and I'm going to go in with the MAC Rich Rosy bronzer and blend that right on my upper cheekbones. This is a nice deep bronzer. It's not too shimmery. It's just the perfect tone for me, and it's nice and buildable, which I like. And then whatever excess bronzer I have, I just kind of squeeze the brush and put that right on the sides of my nose to kind of contour just a little bit, slight contour. Okay, so that's the bronzer. That's it. And next up is one of my favorite parts of my makeup routine, and that is blush. Now we're going to use this new brush that I got from Marshall's. This liquid blush from Giorgio Armani, and I love that it's like playing up on the plummy tones, which is going to be really pretty. This is in the shade Cheek Tint in the shade 65, and a little of this really goes a long way. It's very pigmented, and this is the deep berry color. I also have this in this like rich corally color, but we're going to use this deep berry color because the eyes are given like plum and rich. So you literally just need 2 dots of this and that's it. So 1, 2, I'm going to go in with this brush and blend it in. I actually really like this brush. Okay, it's pretty. It's like a rich, deep berry color. And then we're going to do the same thing for this side. 1, 2, and then take the more dense side of the brush and blend it out. Buff it and blend it. See that? Okay. Okay, so blush is on, the liquid blush, and I'm going to set this liquid blush with my #1 favorite blush palette, which is by Makeup Revolution. It's the Lace Blush Palette, and I'm going to use this deep berry tone. We're keeping up with the berries with a little bit of the blush on and just kind of pat that on. Look how pigmented and gorgeous this is. My favorite blush palette. Put this right on the higher points of my cheek and then kind of blend it up toward my eyes. Blush is on. Now that we have the blush on, I'm going to actually add a little more powder to the bottom of my face and neck, just to give a nice flawless look. Now obviously this is my full face makeup look. If I'm doing something more natural, if I'm going into the office, or if it's like the weekend, I want to do like a natural light beat, but this is like a beat. I'm literally piling on. So this is the face, heavy on the blush, berry eyes, kind of just like popping, and a flawless face. So now that I have like the base of my makeup done, I have the powder, I have the foundation, the shadow, the blush. We are going to set the face with this Milani Make It Last Original, which is my #1 setting spray. Love this. And this is just going to just set everything and make it all blend in together. So I soak my face with the spray, then take a fan and kind of just make that dry. Look who's coming up. What's up? My little sidekick. He's never too far away. Never too far. Snoopy, go relax. Go relax. Look at your eyes. You sleepy. Go lay down. I'm gonna go lay down. And you see how the setting spray just kind of set everything and kind of blended everything together. Now, after we're done with the setting spray, it's now time to finish the eyes. You don't want to spray setting spray after mascara or after eyeliner because it'll probably just run. You want to do the setting spray first, and then you want to go in with the eye stuff. So I'm actually going to go in with the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil, black. And I'm just going to line the top of my lash line just to give it some definition. I love this jumbo pencil because it's easy to smudge out the line with this. Just add some definition. Now it's time to try the mascara, which is the Maybelline Total Temptation. We'll see. Oh yes, I like that. This is actually a really good mascara. Pretty good. Not mad at it. It separates the lashes without clumping them up. Kind of thick though, mascara is. Okay. So that's all the mascara I'm going to put on because I'm actually going to put on a fake lash. I'm going to use these lashes that I got from the TikTok shop, which are actually really pretty. And they're nice and natural. So we're going to put these on. This is what they look like. See that? Nice natural lash. And I also always cut off this inner corner piece because I feel like it always kind of hurts my inner corner. I'm going to take my lash glue and apply the glue onto the lash. And the key to easy lash application is to let the glue set for at least 30 seconds or longer because you want the glue to get really tacky. Now that the lash glue has set on the lash, we're just going to pop it right onto the lash line. And again, using the mirror, looking down into the mirror helps so much. You're literally just going to stick the lash onto the lash line. Now this glue is not my favorite, but we're going to go with it. So lashes on. Let's do the other one. Some people use tweezers to put their lashes on. I cannot use tweezers. I have to use my fingers. Having longer nails definitely helps. Lashes are on. And once these dry a little more, I can actually kind of like clamp the lash onto my natural lashes once as it gets like even stickier. But yeah, lashes on. One thing a lash gonna do is add that finishing touch. It's that finishing touch that you need. So this is the look. So I'm gonna let this dry a little bit and then I'm going to smudge out my lower lash line with some of that, some of this darker shadow that I used earlier. And we're done. Okay, we almost done. We almost done. This is too long. If I wasn't filming, I would definitely be done, but whatever. So I think I'm gonna go in with, which one? I'm gonna go in with this one, the Deepest Self. Not this really dark one, but the next to the one that's next to it. I'm gonna go in with that with this smudge brush and just smudge out my lower lash line with this darker color. Wow, that's actually really, really pretty. See how it just adds a little bit of dimension on my lower lash line versus not having it. And I'm literally just smudging that right on the lower lash line. That's it, and that's all. Okay, done. Makeup is done. Now, the final set is I'm gonna go in with that setting spray one more time, just a little. Then I'm gonna go in with this infallible 36-hour setting spray, which is like the aerosol type setting spray, which I absolutely love. This smells so good. It's definitely a hairspray. It works and it smells good. I love the finish that it gives to my makeup. So makeup is done. Now the last and final step is LIPPIE. Try to clean up as I go so that it's not too crazy. Now, am I going to try this? I'm not going to try the Benetint, this water tint. I'm not trying that. Now I will try this Powder Puff LIPPIE. And to keep on with the wine, deep, plum, rich, berry theme, I'm going to first use this Vino lip liner to line my lips. This is by MAC, and it's just like a really rich, deep plum liner. So I'm going to use this to line. This blush is so pretty. I love it. So I'm going to go in and use that just to line my lips. Make sure to get a nice, thick, clean line. Okay. Okay, liner on. This looks crazy, but liner is on. I hope this comes out right, y'all. I have no clue what I'm doing with this lip, but this is the NYX Powder Puff, and I'm literally just trying to just pump it out. Do you just pump it? There we go. You see that? See some of it coming out on the tip? I'm literally just pumping it out. See it? It's coming out. Just giving it a squeeze and literally just tapping. There we go. See? All right, and then I'm just literally gonna just rub it in on my lips. Which is it coming out? Powder Puff LIPPIE, powder lip cream, which not much is coming out. I just have to squeeze it really well. There we go. This is like a pinky. Wow, this is pretty. It's more pink than nude. I thought it would be more nude. It's for sure more pink. But I'm not mad at it at all, especially with this lip liner and the berry shade in the eyes. This is for sure a berry look. I actually really like this. This formula is super duper smooth and it feels so light. Okay, I really like this. Powder Puff LIPPIE by NYX. I want to see if I can link this down below. Let me see if they have more colors. Because this is like NYX Powder Puff LIPPIE. Ooh, so Walmart has it. I love that color, especially with the plum liner. Oh yes, here we go. So Walmart carries it. They actually have a lot of different shades. Squad Goes. This is the one that I have, which you would think would be more of a nude, but it's not. So here are the swatches. So I'm going to link these down below. The colors are absolutely amazing. I love them. So as you can see, this is the finished makeup look. I am absolutely loving the way the eye... Be quiet. So as you can see, this is the finished makeup look. I am absolutely loving the way the eyeshadow came out. This Morphe Artistry palette was absolutely perfection. It was 12 bucks on clearance at Marshall's. Best purchase in a while. I cannot wait to play around with more of these eyeshadow colors. I can definitely see myself doing like a blue look, an orange look, a pink look, a yellow look. I'm excited. I love how the brushes worked. The makeup brushes, the eyeshadow brushes worked perfectly, and this shadow switch is genius. It's like a shadow brush cleaner. Love, love, love. Of course, we love the LIPPIE, the Powder Puff LIPPIE by NYX. I love these. What else did we use that was new today? We also tried a new mascara, which I am not mad at all. I love trying new makeup products, especially from Marshalls, because you could find like some hidden gems. So let me know if you enjoyed this makeup video. Let me know if you want to see more makeup tutorials from me. Next time I might do a Q&A so we can really have something to chit chat about. Maybe we'll do like a girl chat. I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.